Let us see the transients. As we discussed in the last lecture, that transients are classified as impulsive and oscillatory, that is momentary. So, as per the IEEE 1159 definition, a sudden non-power frequency change in a steady state condition of the voltage, current, or the both, that is unidirectional in polarity, so either in the positive or in the negative, called as the impulsive transient. So an impulsive transient is a sudden non-power frequency change in the steady state condition of the voltage, current, or both, that is unidirectional in polarity, either positive or the negative. So, impulsive transients are normally characterized by their rise and decay time. Due to the high frequency nature, the shape of the impulsive transients may be changed quickly by circuit components and may have significant different characteristics when viewed from the different parts of the power system. They are generally not conducted far from the source, and the main source for the impulsive transient is lightning strike. Impulsive transients can excite the natural frequency of the power system circuit, and it will produce the oscillatory transients. The sources for the impulsive transients are like lightning, electrostatic discharge, load or capacitor switching. What is the effect of this? It will result into it can break the insulation of the system and can result the short circuit. It can destroy the computer and regulators. So these are the certain effects of the impulsive transient. So to protect the devices from the impulsive transients, we shall use surge arrestor, the lightning arrestor relay, filters, and isolation transformers. Okay. Let us discuss now the oscillatory transient. An oscillatory transient is a sudden non-power frequency change in the steady state condition of the voltage, current, or both. That includes both positive and negative polarity values. Both positive as well as the negative is called as the oscillatory transient. The instantaneous value of the oscillatory transient changes polarity rapidly. It can be again classified into the three different types as the high frequency transient, medium frequency transient, and low frequency transient as described. High frequency transient having the frequency component greater than the 500 kilohertz. Obviously, that is non-power frequency, which is far greater than the 50 Hz. And a typical duration measured is in the microsecond. A medium frequency transient are the transients in between the 5 and 500 kilohertz. And the low frequency transients are having the frequency component less than the 5 kilohertz. Generally, transients are disturbances that occur for a very short duration, less than a cycle, and the electrical circuit is quickly restored to the original operation provided no damage has occurred due to the transient. And this will be helpful. This will be done with the help of the different protection circuit. An electrical transient is a cause and effect phenomenon. For transients to occur, there must be a cause. So we shall discuss the different sources of a transient over voltages. Like there are two main sources of a transient over voltages on the utility system. They are capacitor switching and lightning. So as I told you earlier, this capacitor switching and lightning are the main causes behind the oscillatory transients and impulsive transient respectively. So just go through this slide for a while. So there are different sources of the transient overvoltages are capacitor switching and the lightning. There are also sources of the transient overvoltage as well as the many other switching phenomena within the end user facilities. Some power electronic devices generate significant transient when they switch. Transient overvoltages can be generated at a high frequency, as I told you, load switching and lightning, medium frequency due to the capacitor energizing, or the lower frequencies. So we shall discuss all these points in the next class. Thank you for your patient listening.